So doing Supercross, I was on a 250, and I knew for outdoors I was gonna be on a 450, and the bikes, for the Honda 450, it's a little sensitive on like setup wise. It took a little bit for us to get me comfortable on the bike, but with Michael's help and willingness to like get that bike dialed in, I feel good now. I mean, I'm starting to flow a lot more. You know, growing up, I always watched Justin Barcia. Like, that was literally my idol growing up, and just, you know, hitting limiter, being wild on the bike, and just banging in the ruts and coming out, and that's kind of always how I've ridden. And then lately now, it's been trying to like settle myself down and be energy efficient and all that. So I've been working a lot with MX Clinic lately, Jeff over there, and just, you know, working on less clutch and feeling the pegs and just little stuff. And before I used to get really tired during 30s, where now it's like, if I need to like make that push within the last 5 minutes in a 30, it's like, I can turn it up. I'm just excited to go and battle and suffer. And one thing that my dad has always told me is he's like, you know, pain is temporary, but your result is permanent. This is how you start the day. This is how you start a day. Ice cold, caramel iced coffee from Dunkin'. But you know, start a day off right. Hopped on the Grom, rode to the shop, got the bike ready, you know? That's my daily activities. We are headed to Fox Raceway today. I'm actually excited, honestly, just to line up with everyone again. It's been pretty nice to be able to like see and ride with the guys here, because like, I mean, when we're out at the practice tracks, we all tend to go to the same track on the same day. Being out here in California, they're there like every day, so it's more just, I'm used to it. So I'm excited just to line up with all the 450 guys this weekend. I think that's the part that I've been missing, is racing in general. I just miss the intensity, the adrenaline, everything. So I'm just excited to get a gate drop, honestly, this weekend. Just feel that energy, like, here we go, like it's gonna happen. So no, it's a lot of good things and a lot of positives coming our way now, and yeah, I'm honestly just ready to get to it. So. Michael gave me the opportunity to race for his team for Supercross as a fill-in the beginning, and then Michael was just willing to help me out for outdoors, and I'm super, super thankful and grateful for that. And he was like, hey, like, we're gonna do outdoors this year, and then I want you for next year. And I was like, okay, like, obviously I did something right. So yeah, I'll be racing for him next year, 250 West Coast, and I'm just super thankful for the opportunity again. And it's gonna be nice to be out here again in the fall and winter, because I kind of like established myself in a way. Like I feel comfortable here, where before when I first came out here, I was like, everything was kind of getting thrown at me, and like I was having a great time, don't get me wrong, but like, you know the feeling when like you're home, you know? And that's kind of how I feel now. I feel like, okay, this is home. I know where things are at. I know what I'm gonna do the next day. And yeah, it's gonna be the routine, same routine that I've been doing for the past, 6 months since I've been out here. So now I'm just stoked for the next chapter and ready to put in work. It's time.
Not right now. I'm down in Columbus, or like your Columbus.
I was under the impression that I was just on for Michaels for Supercross, but not outdoors. So I originally was gonna race my KTM with the people that supported me last year. And Michael was like, hey, like, we're gonna do outdoors. And I was like, all right. So I just, you know, I wanna thank Adam from Hawkeye Farms for supplying me the bike last year, and even willing enough to let me keep the bike for this year to do outdoors. But now that I don't need it, it's just a huge blessing that he was by my side for that. I want to thank Solid Performance for supplying me with my A kit and a bike last year. That was huge. It was a shame that it got stolen from me, but just having Solid Performance be able to put a setting in any of my A kit that I had at any given point was huge for me. So a huge shout out to him. Schaefer Motorsports, they came on later last year and supported me through Supercross, and it's a huge thank you to them just for honestly believing in me and, you know, giving me anything that I needed at any point. Be like, hey, like, this came up, can you help me out? And they're like, they'll put down whatever they were doing and just focus on me. And I was like, that's huge. I want to thank my good friend, and he's like almost like a second father to me, Dave. Let me borrow his van for this long. I've had the van since October 28th, and yeah, I still have his van out here, and soon I'll be driving back to give back his van. But just thank you for, you know, let me have wheels under me to get around here and make this dream come true. And honestly, like, the list goes on and on. Like Ken and Melissa Sutton, they're still by my side, and even honestly, like Boyson, I call up Eric and he always gives me advice like, hey, you should do this, or you should get in contact with this guy, or anything. So huge involvement with him. Rebellious Synthetics, AMSOIL dealer, thank you for supplying me all last year and getting me to where I'm at. There's a lot of people that sacrificed a lot for me last year, and I was just super grateful just to deliver and get to this point. So yeah, I want to say a huge shout out to all you guys, and thank you for honestly letting me live the dream. So we're here now, and it's time to get after it. So.